You're watching Rogers TV.
Good evening and welcome to West Talk. This week we've got a little different episode for you, a little different than the one we had planned originally. Last week our community suffered a great loss. We lost a tremendous part of our community, an amazing musician, a friend, brother, dad, uncle, Dave McHugh. And Dave is somebody we've had on the program before, no stranger to the studio, and somebody who I had the privilege to know somewhat, have a relationship with through my life. Growing up, I first was introduced to Dave as Davy Gravy when he was playing the Pasadena Strawberry Festivals and was playing the daytime slots. Playing music that was entertaining all the kids, the youngest kids, the middle-aged kids, while the parents in the back were also having a great time. You know, Dave just had this ability to bring people together, even at a kid's function. And I remember also, hearing my parents talk with reverence about Dave, and when Dave was playing in town or they were going to go out to see Dave, they knew it was going to be a good time. So long before I got to meet Dave, I had this sense, this lore basically about Dave. And then as I got a little bit older, I had the chance to meet Dave when I first started a band and was in a band. And of course, Dave at that time owned McHugh's Pub. And at that time, it was tricky being in a band. The money wasn't great for the band. Sometimes you didn't get paid. There was a few tough spots around. But Dave was a guy who always treated the musicians so incredibly. And his motto at the bar was, hey, if I'm having a good night, you guys are having a good night. And he allowed people to share in his success. And he always treated the musicians so well, which was a notable change to normally how the landscape, I guess, of playing in bars as a musician, It's not always glamorous, but Dave made people who played there feel glamorous. And so that was a really special thing. Later in life, I got to be involved with Dave a little bit more professionally through, ultimately booking Dave to perform at events and festivals and things, and got to have that professional relationship with him, which was awesome. And I learned a lot about actually Newfoundland's music business from Dave, and also got to see at that time how he treated his bandmates, and why I'm pretty sure all the people who he's performed with and been in bands with over the years would absolutely call him a brother. He put their needs first. It didn't matter if the payday was big or small. He took care of his people, he took care of his band. And yeah, there's lots to be gleaned from that, from me and everybody else. Brotherly love, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And of course, Dave as well was always innovating and always evolving as a musician. He was always trying to be ahead of things. And he never let music get stale in his life. If it ever did, he would just take off and do a new thing. Of course, Dave traveled all over the world performing. And then I have great memories during COVID, where Dave was not slowed down or deterred by the fact that all these gigs were stopped, and he was just hyper-focused on live streaming and what is the new cool thing that we can do to get the music going. And of course, he had tremendous success in the live streams that Dave figured out with his son Evan how to do in his shed, I'm pretty sure, during COVID. I mean, 20,000, 30,000 people in a night were tuning in from all over the world to watch Dave's COVID live stream musical performances. And it was actually during those live streams that I realized, actually, man, this guy is an international rock star. Like, look at these people commenting from all over the world and jumping in to join these streams. And so in this episode, we're going to pay tribute to Dave. We're going to run through some clips. The last time that I got to speak to Dave here in studio, when we interviewed him and his son Evan, we'll be playing a montage that our other host, Kevin Young, has put together in a tribute to Dave that he put online a few days ago. we'll also play a few of his music videos. So we're going to jump right into that, and I'll be back at the end to give you a few details about a celebration of life that's happening here in the community. In the studio with us today, just one set of very special guests here to talk about a brand new music video and what's been going on musically in this COVID world, Mr. Dave McHugh and his son, Evan McHugh. Hey guys.
Hey Dustin, how you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, and Evan is here, of course, as well, because he's been a big part lately with some of the things you've been involved with, which we'll touch on in a second. But I'm really curious, Dave, as a guy who was working on cruise ships and usually is beating the streets all over the place from here to Alberta performing, how's your year been going?
Well, you know what? It's been going nowhere fast. It's been a different year. I must say I've been lucky enough to eke at a few gigs, but nothing like what I would have typically done with the festivals, weddings, corporate gigs. And like you said, I started on a cruise ships last year and was getting ready to do another one in February when everything kind of got.
How did this sort of force you to rethink your place in music now, or what your opportunities are in music, considering like these travel limitations?
Yeah, well, like everybody, I'm still a little bit behind on the digital world, but I'm starting to catch up and realize, like, I did my first live video. I saw people going Facebook Live, but I never ever went live, and I was like, I better figure it out. So I got a little bit of help from Evan and his sister to get it going. My first time I did it, I was upside down for a second, and but yeah, I'm starting to sort of look a little bit further into that now, because I'm recognizing that you see it globally. Everybody's starting to do these Zoom concerts and Facebook Live and stuff, and we don't know yet what's going to happen here. I hope that we stay open with everything, but you really don't know now, do you? If you look at the rest of Canada and our neighbors to the south in the U.S., it's starting to get kind of.
It's getting even worse.
Yeah, it's getting iffy. So I'm kind of preparing. I'm hoping for the best, but preparing to be sort of hunkered down again, possibly. And you got to look that way. You're same thing with a couple of the things you're into. You're looking at.
For sure. Well, it becomes an adapt or die kind of situation, right?
Yeah.
And because it's not like you're just going to stop playing, or stop singing, or stop writing or whatever. So. So where did you decide to look and do some different things this year? Like, I guess, did you start to write more so? I know the song we're going to discuss was previously written, but did you decide to write anything, or did you decide to, or what prompted you to work with Evan, I guess, on that? Yeah,
well, Evan came along. I had written a song, which we'll talk about soon, but to answer your question, I started to do a few different things. Evan, I'm going to make you talk soon. Hogging the microphone here. But just to quickly answer your question, I started to practice a little bit more piano, because I'm still not a great pianist, but I did start to do a little bit more work on the piano this year, in which I did in the song, and did some more writing. I got another 3 or 4 songs half written, which is typical. You write them, you half write them, and so they'll probably, that'll be something we'll continue now this winter now, I hope. So.
Right on. So Evan, to throw it over to you there, a young guy, you've got obviously some skills in video and online, social media, things like that, just as a, product of the times. How did you see, what were you seeing as opportunities of ways that you could probably get involved and probably help your old dad out right now with some of this stuff?
Well, we sort of, I guess, when Dad was sort of writing the song, we sort of collaborated, I guess, in terms of, getting a video together. And we, Dad, sorry, spacing out here.
Yeah, that's okay.
No.
I think just to step in, I did.
Who approached who here?
What's that?
Who approached who?
I think I knew that he had all the video gear, and I didn't have a big budget.
Yeah, exactly. So
I said, Evan, you know what? You owe me. I'm your dad. But anyway, I think I did actually. I think I asked him first, because I could see how much stuff he was doing, and how the quality was starting to get so much better. So I thought, I'm not going to hire someone and pay thousands of bucks if I can. I did pay him something, but
Crackling Rosie, get on board. We're gonna ride till there ain't no more to go. Taking it slow. Lord, don't you know? Have me a time with a poor man's lady, hitching on a twilight train. Ain't nothing here that I dare to take along. Maybe a song, yeah, to sing when I'm gone. No need to say please to no man for a happy tune. Oh, I love my rosy child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me, we go in style. Rockland Rose, you're a store-bought woman, but you made me sing like a guitar humming. So hang on to me, girl, a song keeps running on. So play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Rock and rolls to make me smile. Girl, if it lasts for an hour, that's alright. We get all night. Yeah, to make the world right. No need to say please to no man for a happy tune. Oh, I love my rosy child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me, we go in style. Rockland Rose, you're a store-bought woman, but you made me sing like a guitar humming. Say, hang on to me, girl, a song keeps running on. So play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Rock and roll to make me smile. Girl, if it lasts for an hour, that's alright. 'Cause we get all night to make the world right. Find us a dream, don't ask no questions. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-da-bum, ba-bum, bum. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, yeah. All right.
You can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget, he's taking you home, and then there's times you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing, but while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget, it's taking you home, and then there's times you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never ever let you go home. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on while the night is long. There is time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he walk you home? You must tell Please don't forget it's taking you home. And let us know you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing, but while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget, it's taking you home, and let us know you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. And don't forget, it's taking you home, and let us know you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh babe, I want you to save the last dance for me. Oh darling, won't you save the last dance for me? Save the last dance, the very last dance for me.
Walking down I-95, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. I'm happy just to be alive, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. We're all trying to survive, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. And it's all gonna be alright, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. The question and the answer is the same. How are you doing? I'm okay, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. Hey, I'm happy you're my friend as we all sail away into the sun on the Jade. I made a lot of real good friends, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. They come and go, but I'll never forget them, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. Anything can happen yet, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. And we're all gonna be alright, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. The question and the answer is the same. How are you doing? I'm okay, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. Hey, I'm happy you're my friend as we all sail away into the sun on the Jade. Da-da-bang, da-da-bang. The question and the answer is the same. How are you doing? I'm okay, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. Hey, I'm happy you're my friend as we all sail away into the sun. It's a long way from my home, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. Sometimes I feel all alone, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. But I call my baby on the phone, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. And it's all gonna be alright, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. The question and the answer is the same. How are you doing? I'm okay, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. Hey, I'm happy you're my friend as we all sail away into the sun, da-da-bang, da-da-bang. question and the answer is the same. How are you doing? I'm okay. Da-da-bang, da-da-bang. Hey, I'm happy you're my friend as we all sail away into the sun on the Jade.
So there's a celebration of life happening on November 30th, and I think it's a way that we can all come back together and truly celebrate Dave's life in a positive way, in a charitable way, to see each other, to hug each other, and to heal through music. So November 30th, 2 to 10 p.m., that's a big time frame for us to be able to head up to the Civic Center. The details are still coming together, but one thing that's for sure is this is going to be a full-on concert featuring musicians from all over the place, I'm certain. And there is some charitable fundraising aspect of this as well, I'm sure. But we'll all just head up there on the 30th from 2 to 10 p.m. and we'll celebrate this man who we loved, cherished so much. Our thoughts are with his family, and we thank them for sharing Dave with us for all these years. And so we are going to close this tribute out by showing Dave's video for his song Home, which he put together with his son Evan, which I know is just a piece of work that he's so proud of, and of course showcases our area in such a magnificent way. It's just a lovely anthem for Western Newfoundland, and it really speaks to Dave. So please enjoy this. Thank you, Dave, for all the memories, and we'll see you on the 30th.
Hey, I'm Dave McHugh, and this is the video for my new single, Home.
Didn't you know, wherever you go, no matter how far, wherever you are, you'll never forget the town that you left. The place where you start stays in your heart. The little church on the hill, ringing the bell, and your childhood friends you knew so long. Where you come from, drinking beer out on the pier, swimming with friends where the river bends. Oh, you felt so alive, then you learned how to drive. Summer nights, everything was right. You didn't know what you missed till you got your first kiss. Your heart was beating like a drum. Where you come from, home will always be home. The harbors and the bays, home will always be home. It's always been that way. I'll be back someday. Comes a day you moved away, headed west where the money's best. you're doing real good, like I knew you would. Look what you did, you got a wife and kids. You're on the PTA, you work and you play, and the years go rolling, rolling on. Where you come from, home will always be home. The harbors and the bays. Home will always be home. It's always been that way. I'll be back someday. Days go by, but you still remember when summer days did last forever. Didn't you know, wherever you go, no matter how far, wherever you are, you'll never forget the town that you left. The place where you start stays in your heart. The little church on the hill, ringing the bell, and your childhood friends you knew so long. Where you come from, the harbors and the bays. Home will always be home. It's always been that way. I'll be back someday. Home will always be home. Endless summer nights and the bay. Seems like forever. Home will always be home. And it's always been that way. I'll be back someday.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media. You're watching Rogers TV.
Mo.
The moustache is calling. Raise funds, save lives. Donate at Movember.com.
They've reached the summit! Back-to-back Stanley Cup victories.
Greatness.
And a new legacy begins. Absolutely amazing. It has happened in Vegas.
It's not a destination.
And lightning has struck twice.
It is a continuous journey that never ends.
These are the moments you dream of. Stanley Cup champions.
You're watching Rogers TV.
Are you low on food? Struggling to pay the bills? Overwhelmed by life's challenges?